Hi there, Spitfire here with Game Mode 5, and today I'd like to show you how to download and install the Aether mod for servers specific to MultiCraft and EnviousHost. What we're going to do, now this will work for all MultiCraft based hosting, but we're going to focus on EnviousHost. That's my Facebook fan page. How did that get there? Alright, so we're going to go to the Aether Facebook fan page. By the way, you should probably like that. And we are going to go to the post that talks about the release of the Aether mod. Here we go. August 19th. Now there might be a newer one. I'm going to link this in the description. You can always keep an eye out for updates. What we're going to do is we are going to make a note of this. You will need to give this to your users so that they can install the version that works for them. But look down further and look for the Aether Direct Links post. This is what you're going to need. You're going to want to click each one of these. And your computer, whether you're using Firefox or Chrome, Internet Explorer, may warn you that you may not want to keep these around. Go ahead and hit keep or allow or download, whatever the option is. The reason you're going to want to do this is because we know that these are safe. You know, using our best judgment, we know that. Alright, so there's also something else you will need. You'll need a copy of Minecraft. Now you can go out and modify your own and this, that, and the other thing. But that's going to be difficult and time consuming. So also in the description of the video, I'm going to put a link to this. This is called MCPC Plus. We're going to go ahead and download that while we talk about it. What this is it's a modified version of Minecraft that allows you to have Forge mods, much like the Aether, but also bukkit plugins, so that you can have the best of all worlds. So you can manage your world, you can have plugins, manage users, whatever the case is. And if you're not going to use it for that, it's also very easy, it's very quick, and on top of all of that, if that wasn't enough, it also has, what's the word I'm looking for? Optimizations for performance. Performance is always good. Alright, so you will notice that the Aether jar and the MCPC Plus jar both take a little bit of time to download. They're both rather large. While those two are downloading, we're going to go ahead and fire up FileZilla. Make sure to connect using your username and password that were sent to you in an email from EnviousHost. Now you can also find those in the Files section. If you go to, in your EnviousHost panel, go to Files, and then go to FTP File Access, you can find your host, your port, and your username. Of course, your password is the same one you use to log into this panel. Alright, so after we put all that in, we'll be greeted by this. On the right, that's your server files. On the left, that's your local computer. If you have anything here that you'd like to save, just simply drag it and drop it into a place that you'd like to keep it. And then once this is all done downloading, we're going to right click and go to show in folder. Alright, and here we go. Here are all of those files we just got done downloading. I believe, let's go ahead and sort by date modified. This way we have everything we just downloaded here at the bottom instead of alphabetically listed. Now, before we start uploading anything, right-click this and rename this file. You're going to want to name it Minecraft _ server. No caps, nothing fancy, just that. Now, what we can do is simply select this, drag it, and drop it. Now, while this uploads, which may take a little while, we're going to right-click here in our server directory and go to Create New Directory. We're going to call it Mods. Again, no capitals, nothing fancy, and hit Enter. Once that has finished, we are going to open this, and we are going to put in these 3 files. We could do that by simply highlighting them and drag and drop. Now that we're done with this window, we can now close it. And after these two have finished, we can move forward. Once this is all finished downloading, what we can then do is right-click and go to Refresh. Make sure that all three files that we've asked to be put on the server are there. Go back to the parent directory by clicking the three little dots. Make sure that your Minecraft_server.jar and your mods folder are there. Going back to your EnviousHost or MultiCraft panel, oh, there's my Facebook page again. How did that get there? You should like that. All right, we are going to, now it should be in a stopped state. If I failed to mention that earlier, you should always stop your server before doing any major changes. Now that it's from a stop state, there are a few things we need to make sure of. First things first, your world name is whatever you would like it to be. I leave mine as world, as that's the default. Be sure that this says that it is the default Minecraft server, even though you and I both know that that's not the case. And that this says Minecraft_server.jar. Once we've made sure that that's all the case, we can now hit Start. It may take a few moments for this icon to turn to the green check mark. Once it's turned to the green check mark, we can move forward. If your resource usage spikes during the first few seconds of the server being started, do not let that alarm you. It's perfectly normal because the server is generating a lot of terrain and setting up a lot of things for the game. Once this is changed to a green check mark, we can now move forward. As you can see, the CPU resources will slowly go down, as will memory. Before we do anything else, we'll want to go to the console. Now, we'll want to op the owner of the server, give them operator status. We can do this by typing in op, a space, and then the username. So for me, it would be Spitfire 25565. We'll hit enter. Shortly after doing this, we'll see here that the console opt the user Spitfire 25565. Minimizing all of this, we can launch our Aether. And here we go. Make sure that your client is running 1.6.2 or the latest version that you just installed on your server, and you can hit play. If it's your first time running the launcher, it may actually ask you for your username and password. Alright, now we'll go into multiplayer, and here we go. I've already added the server to my launcher. If you don't know where to get this server information, you can find it back on your server page. Right here, your IP and your port. What you'll want to do is type in your IP, and then a colon afterwards, and then your port number. So for instance, mine would be 216.244.86.141, and then a colon, and then those digits there. Okay, now what we'll do is we will connect to this server. And after loading into the game, we'll notice that the terrain is still generating a little bit. Give it a few seconds to get everything right. Now, the reason we opt ourselves is so that we can check and make sure that we are actually running the Aether mod. So I'm going to give myself creative. Okay. And I am going to build an Aether portal. This location will do fine. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. Creative ain't what it used to be. Alright, now that we've done that, we're going to need a bucket of water. And we'll right-click, and there's our portal. when we enter. Here we go. I believe I hear an R whale. Alright, here we go. Here we see some yummy, delicious sweats. And we've got all kinds of really cool vegetation. If you have any other questions, comments, matters of concern, leave it in the comment section below. Till next time, I'm Spitfire with Game Mode 5. Like, subscribe, comments please.